Which matter are you here for?
I'm here for Mr. Dewey and Mr. Brown. Got a 1:30 and I have a couple at 2.
Okay, Venture Flats.
Yes, that's the one.
Versus Kashira Rhymes. Is Kashira Rhymes present?
I did call the hall, no response.
Okay, you can submit default.
Yes. Like terms on the record?
Yes.
Certainly, Judge. Ronald Bach here for plaintiff Ventnor Flats. At this point, there's $3,400.35 due for past due rent with cost of $179.05 for a total amount to retain $3,579.40. We've got a writ date of 11/18 as well as a appeal date of 11/18. There was no request for a money judgment.
Okay, default. I will enter.
Approach.
Yes. Okay, you're all set on that matter.
Thank you, Judge.
On the record in the matter of Scarlet Excavating versus Tina Rickley, 24-05298. Counsel, have your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Ockenich, the attorney for the plaintiff.
What's your name, ma'am?
Tina Marie Rickley.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. Any parties work out a resolution on this?
We did, Your Honor. I have a conditional dismissal that Ms. Rickley has signed, and the terms are essentially that Ms. Rickley's going to waive any right she has to pay the back rent, and that she's going to agree to vacate the premises on or before November 30th.
That's accurate, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney today during this eviction process?
Yes, I do.
You want to give up your right to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, I do.
You also had the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. You understand that? You want to give up your right to have a trial on this matter? You do not, you want to have a trial?
No, I don't.
Also, you want to give up the right
Give
to a
up the right.
trial?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Thank you. Anybody threatening you to do that?
No, they're not.
Okay, so you're agreeing to have the matter dismissed today upon the condition that you waive any right to pay back rent
Yes, sorry.
and will vacate on or before November 30th. If not, the case proceeds under section 2B. That's accurate? I'm sorry, 4B. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is.
So it can proceed without further notice to you. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Partial payment on this matter will not satisfy as you're agreeing, that you're gonna vacate
Yes, I am.
in full, and for partial performance also won't satisfy. You need to vacate and remove all of your things. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
You have 3 business days from today's date. Once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood any other rights that you just waived, you can return to the court, request to have that agreement set aside, and we'll set it for a hearing, okay? Do you have any questions for the court?
I do not.
We'll get you a copy of that in just a moment. You can have a seat on the bench outside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I didn't see Mr. Coogan at all. Did something happen with that matter? Just who's there for the first one?
No.
Ms. Hall? Mr. Booth's not here?
No, I don't.
Or Ms. Hall? Interesting. I wonder why no one's here. Do they know something we don't know? I see there was a stick to adjourn twice. The last one on the September 25th. There wasn't a stick for today.
There was, I didn't see it.
Dismissal. Cyanide. Matter of Baltic Flats versus Anthony Anderson and Dudley Carter, 24-06159, council appearance.
Yes, good afternoon, Ron Bucket for plaintiff Baltic Flats.
What's your name, sir?
Anthony Anderson.
Where's Dudley Carter?
Actually, I came right after work.
Okay. How are we proceeding, council?
Yes, Your Honor, I've agreed to a conditional dismissal with Mr. Anderson, although I also have a call judgment. They are the same terms. They do intend to come up with the rent this time. $3,430.32 due only for rent with $218.05 for cost for a total amount to retain $3,648.37 with the writ date of 11/18, which coincides with the appeal date of 11/18. Same terms as the call judgment for Mr. Carter and a conditional dismissal for Mr. Anderson.
We could approach, fine. It's just froze.
Sorry. I thought you
Okay, let's see. That's how you want to proceed, sir? Okay, so you have a consent order for conditional dismissal, agreeing that you will vacate the premise, 929 West Kavanaugh Road, apartment 10, or pay the past due rent, $3,430.32 on or before November 18th, 2024. That would be in addition to court costs of $218.05 for a total amount due $3,648.37, and that's for rent due through the time period of November 30th. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's your signature there, sir?
Yes.
Okay, do you understand that you have the right in this matter to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to proceed to a trial on this matter as well. You could have had a jury trial. You recognize that? You want to give up both of those rights to have this conditional dismissal entered today? Anybody threatening you to do that? Any promises if you give up those rights?
No.
Okay, partial performance will not satisfy this agreement, so you need to pay the full amount, $3,648.37, or vacate the property on or before November 18th, or they can have judgment entered against you without noticing you of any future court dates. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood your rights, you can return to the court, request to have this agreement set aside, and then we'll set it for a hearing, okay? Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Do you guys have any resources I can go through?
For assistance,
Yes, ma'am.
you should go downstairs, 1 floor, and speak to Mr. Ulysses Rosa. Can you pass him this card? And he can tell you about any potential resources that could assist you. There's also HRCS, which is on the 4th floor. You can apply for rental assistance there if eligible, okay? Sorry, you raised your
I'm
hand?
just saying.
Oh, okay.
I was just saying, okay, now you say once they put the plea back in against them, that gives them no more days.
Excuse me?
I said, you said once they put it back in against them, if you didn't pay it in 10 days, that gives them no more days.
He's agreeing to do this, to pay this amount or vacate within that time period. If he goes down, let's say, for example, he goes down to HRCS and puts in an application for benefits and through the city, and they approve him, they can
Work
with the landlord to hold off on them reinstating this.
All right.
Right, if there's a promise to pay, obviously they want the money, so,
Right.
but you wanna move quickly because you had time to do that before you got to this point, and you did not. And then as to your roommate, they failed to appear, so they're automatically getting a default judgment against them. But you're all set for today.
That's just the judgment. Yeah, the CDC.
That wasn't his. The judgment is roommate out. So yeah, stop at Ulysses Rosa first, because he would know more about resources. He's on the 5th floor. When you get off the elevator, you'll take a right, go all the way back to where you see the civil window. Let them know you need to speak to Mr. Rosa.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's see, Mr. Bach,
Yes.
you're here for Mr. Brown as well, correct?
And
On the record in the matter of David, is it Bush? Okay, versus Cheyenne Hamilton and Daniel Hamilton, 24-05772, counsel is correct.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Ogden, case manager for the plaintiff.
Not on the record.
Today was the date that was set for hearing this for termination of tenancy. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we have a conditional dismissal that basically states that defendants will vacate out of before November 18, 2024. And if they don't, the matter that actually can proceed without further notice to the defendant.
That's how you want to proceed? You understand that you could be represented by an attorney by right during this hearing? I can't hear her now.
Yes.
Okay, you want to give up your right to have an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, you have the right to have a trial on this matter. Do you want to give that right up too?
Yes.
Okay, you understand partial performance won't satisfy. You're gonna have to pay. I'm sorry, it says you're gonna vacate. You're gonna have to vacate, meaning you're removing all of your property and turning over the keys on or before the 18th of this month. Otherwise, a judgment enters against you without them having to notify you. You know that?
Yes.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you've given up, you can return to the court. We can set this aside if you explain how you misunderstood your rights, okay? I will get you a copy. Do you have any questions for the court? Okay, any additional matters, counsel?
Your Honor, thank
You're welcome. Oh, Andrew, John, I think we should have reset it at least. There's no one outside, right?
No.
You submit default.
Yes.
You have the paperwork? You have
I
the
did
default?
not see that.
Oh, okay, you can file it.
Okay, I will file it.
Thank
Thank you.
No problem.
mm, mm, mm. Hello? Hello?
We can see you, sir. We're just waiting for the attorney to come back in here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem.
Mm, 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 mm. Oh, mm, mm, mm.
Okay, Mr. Ray, we're gonna reset your matter.
Reset my what, ma'am?
We're gonna reset your court date until you're healthier.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
December 4th, 3:30.
December 4th at 3:30.
December 4th, you'll be sending me something in the mail, right?
Yes, we'll send something in the mail.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
God bless you. I tried. I just couldn't get here. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Hopefully you get well soon.
Oh, praise God, I do. Thank you. Bye. Uh,
Can't find her portion.
Okay, well, I just reset Mr. Ray. Patricia Stanley here. Okay, on the record, in the matter of Golden Grant Park versus Patricia Stanley, 24-05796, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Alice Hilton, attorney on behalf of plan.
Name, ma'am? Patricia Stanley. Okay, today's the date and time that was scheduled for a hearing on non-payment of rent. Did you all come to a resolution at all?
Yes, we have a conditional dismissal in this matter. The current outstanding balance is $1,614.04. That includes rent of $1,437 and court costs of $177.04. The defendant has commitments from MDHHS in the amount of $346 and the city of Lansing in the amount of $999. The defendant is responsible to pay any amount not paid by these or any other third parties on or before November 23rd, 2024. And both myself and Ms. Stanley has signed that agreement.
Is there another party on this at one point? I'm gonna put the wrong file in this or something. I have the 245, a Hildy Lynch versus Lynch. With the file number. That one was closed. I don't have this one. How you doing, folks? Okay, ma'am, that's how you want to proceed unless you want a conditional dismissal entered. Okay, so you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney? You want to waive that right? Yes. You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have had a jury trial on this matter. Do you understand that? Yes. You want to waive that jury trial right as well? Yes. Okay, you understand that you're making an agreement to have the case dismissed today upon the condition that you pay past due rent in the amount of $1,437 plus court costs in the amount of $177.04 for a total past due $1,614.04. That looks like you have promises to pay from MDHHS in the city of Lansing, but that you would be responsible for any amounts not paid by these or any other third parties. You understand that? Yes. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood these rights, you can return to the court, request to have that set aside, and we'll set it for a hearing, okay? Have any questions? Okay,
No, Your Honor.
you're all set, ma'am. You're welcome. Okay, on the record, in the matter of Lucky Rental versus Alexandria Kinney. 24-05771. Thank you. Appearance, please.
I was fighting the landlord, lucky landlord.
Okay, and the defendant, Ms. Kinney, is present in court today. This was for a hearing for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding today?
Yes, we proceed with the hearing.
Okay, you were not able to come to a resolution? Okay, it's for non-payment of rent. You say that she owes money. You say you have a lawful reason for which.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're ready to proceed today with your proofs?
I don't have my proofs with me. My phone is being fixed, but yeah.
Do you have your witnesses here?
My witness is not attending in person today, but she can appear in Zoom.
No, it's a hearing in person. You gotta appear in person.
She is the property manager. I didn't expect this kind of situation to arise today.
Why not? It's a day for a hearing.
Because we were, the property manager authorized me to propose a conditional dismissal with the tenant, but the tenant refused that because she said that we didn't,
Because the conditions of the property, correct? She has the right to do that. That should be anticipated because today's the day set for a hearing.
So may I ask to the hearing be adjourned next time?
What date did we give you?
December 4th at 3:30.
Okay, we'll continue to December 4th, 8:30, what time, 3:30? In person at the court. You'll bring your proofs
Yes, ma'am.
of the conditions of the property. I don't really like to have to look through people's phones because sometimes there's things on your phone that I don't want to see.
Nope, I'll
But
just
you,
print off those.
yep, you should print all of the evidence. Don't come in here and tell me, oh, the ceiling is caving in and you didn't bring the evidence.
Gotcha.
You bring the evidence and
Gotcha.
call, and you bring whatever witnesses that you feel are necessary to state your claim, and then your witnesses will be available and present in person at that time. You need a notice to appear?
Yes, please. So
Okay.
it's December the 4th at 3:30.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're all set for today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Same to you. Are we ready on? Parker Roberts,
Yes, Your Honor.
on the record in the matter of Dura Real Estate versus Parker Roberts, 24-05774. Counsel appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Rodney, attorney for the plaintiff.
Parker Roberts is present here in person. Today was a date set for hearing for non-payment of rent. Did you all come to a resolution?
We have, Your Honor, I have a conditional dismissal that says the case will be dismissed as long as Mr. Roberts pays $4,700 in rent. I've waived the court costs, so it's $4,700 total. And that's a time period through the end of November. He has until November 30th, 2024 to pay it. And matter can proceed without further process to the defendant if he doesn't pay it. And partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order of it.
That's how you want to proceed, sir? Okay, so the case will be dismissed today upon the condition that you either pay the amount of $4,700 or vacate the property in question no later than November 30th. That's correct? Yes? Yes. Okay, you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney? You want to give that right up today? You also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have demanded a jury trial. Do you want to give up your right to a trial so that you can have this agreement entered today? You don't want to give up your right, or do you want to have a trial? Okay, so you want to waive your trial so that this can enter, correct?
Right.
Okay, you have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood the rights that you had, which is to be represented by an attorney and the right to proceed to trial, you can return to the court, indicate that you didn't intend to waive those rights that you misunderstood. We can set this for a hearing. Otherwise, partial performance will not satisfy this. So you need to pay that amount in full or vacate, removing all of your personal items and turning over the keys before the date of the 30th, okay? Do you have any questions? We're gonna get you a copy of that paperwork. Any other matters on that file, sir?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
Robinson. Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Say you're Chris. So you said?
Oh, you're here for Chris.
He's here for Chris, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I didn't hear him quite.
Are you ready to go? Or you need
I'm ready to
time?
go on Ms. Garcia.
Okay.
We just put on the record, or
Yes.
would you rather come back and do both at once?
Nope, Garcia's ready now. We can do her now. On the record in the matter of South Tree Apartments versus Elena Garcia and Michael Garcia, 24-05-855, counsel appearance.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Ron Bach here for the plaintiff, who is South Tree Apartments.
What's your name, ma'am?
Elena Garcia,
Who is Michael Garcia?
my father.
He's not here? Why not?
I tried to reach him.
Okay, so today was the date that was set for hearing. How are we proceeding on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we have a consent order for conditional dismissal for Ms. Elena Garcia, where we agreed to a payment plan. I did fill out a default judgment on Michael Garcia. Half and half on that one, but I thought it would be safer, because if we didn't need to get an order down the road, we could.
My note from the pretrial was that he failed to appear and that a default condition.
Oh, okay, I have it right here.
Sounds good.
Ms. Garcia here, we've got $2,649.74 that's due through today, with another $223.49 in costs, for a total to retain $2,873.23. We've got that she's gonna pay $800 every 2 weeks, starting 2 weeks from now on 11/22, that's a Friday. And then 800 every 2 weeks after that, until the balance is current and zero. I also added that this agreement includes past due balance and rent that comes due during the payment plan as set forth.
That's correct, ma'am? You
Yeah,
understand? Yes, you understand you have the right to be represented by an attorney today? You want to give up your right to be represented by an attorney? Or do you want to hire an attorney to represent you? Okay, can you say it louder, because you have to be able to pick it up on the record.
It was my,
Okay, you also have the right to have a trial, and you could have had a jury trial in this matter. And do you want to give up your right to a trial in this matter?
yes,
Understand that also means you'll give up any claims that you had to conditions of the property or any other lawful right to withhold the rent. You understand that?
yes.
Okay. You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood those rights, you can return to the court, request to have this conditional dismissal set aside. Otherwise, we'll enter today to dismiss the case upon the condition that you pay the past due rent, $2,649.74 plus court costs of $223.49 plus or for a total amount due that is in $2,873.23 for rent due through November 30th of this year, and that you will pay $800 every 2 weeks, starting the 22nd of this month until the balance is current and zero. And this agreement includes the past due balance and rent that comes due during the payment plan as set forth. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Partial performance will not satisfy. If you don't comply completely with what you said you were going to do there, they can request judgment to enter against you and get an execution to remove you from the property without noticing you of any other court dates. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions? Okay, we'll get you a copy. Any additional matters?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
My understanding that the court was going to reset the Quelo Ray matter.
Yes, he appeared today. His breathing was very labored. Looked like he had some tubes up his nose. And he could barely keep his eyes open, so we reset that until December 4th at 3:30, I believe.
Thank you, Judge, I have that. Thank you.
Are we ready?
No, we're gonna go talk. I was just. waiting for my copy.
What happened? Wait a minute, did we do
Thank you. We'll be
Clark
back.
versus Pryor? Was that reset?
I didn't see them, no.
We're gonna go talk now. We'll be back.
See what?
I haven't seen them, but I didn't.
I have a question. I have had, this is the second matter that Ms. Hall was supposed to be here on, and I don't see her or anything that tells me why no one's appeared. Do you know what is supposed to go on? Or is she supposed to be here today?
I will double check in with the office.
Thank you. David, v. versus Andre McCauley and Tiffany Johnson, 24-05787.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robert Atkins, key attorney for the plaintiff.
What's your name? Your name?
Tiffany Johnson.
Okay, today's the date that was set for hearing. This is for non-payment of rent. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we've come to a conditional dismissal and agreement on that. The rent due is $5,202. There's $210 in court costs for a total of $5,412. The defendants are going to pay that by paying $2,000 by November 22nd, 2024, and then $500 in addition to their monthly rent each month after that until the balance is paid in full.
That's how you want to proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the right to be represented by an attorney at today's hearing. You understood that, right?
Yes.
Are you both giving that right up to move forward and represent yourself?
Yes.
You also have the right to proceed to a trial. You could have had a jury trial if you demanded one. Are you both going to waive your right to a trial to have this consent order for conditional dismissal entered today?
Yes.
Okay, so you want judgment, consent order for conditional dismissal entered today. With the agreement that you'll pay rent past due $5,202 plus court costs $210. Total amount $5,412, and that's for rent due through the period of November 30th. That you'll pay $2,000 by the 22nd of November, and then that you'll pay $500 per month in addition to your monthly accruing rent until paid in due and balance is paid in full. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, partial performance won't satisfy this agreement, so that means that you can't pay a portion of the 2,000 or a portion of the 500 when you say you're going to do it. If you don't perform completely, as you stated here, then the landlord has the right to request judgment to enter against you, and they don't have to notice you for a new court date. You understand that?
Yes.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood any of those rights, you can return to the court and request to have this set aside, and we can set it for a hearing. You can explain to the court how you misunderstood your rights. Do you have any questions at this time?
No.
We'll get you a copy of your agreement. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, you're all set.
Oh, okay.
Do we have? Okay, you representing them both? Okay. On the record in the matter of Skyline Apartments versus Denway and Marcel Robinson, 24-05857. Appearance on the record.
Good afternoon, Aaron Rohrbach, representing Skyline Apartments.
Today was the date that was set for hearing. I realize you all negotiated something, but he was sitting here the entire time, so I'm not taking anything from him because he wasn't advised by you what you're doing. Thank you.
Yes.
Steven, who is identified as Zoom user?
That is me.
I love it when I ask who the person is and they says it's me because I'm supposed to know who he is.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's William Michael Brem.
Okay, thank you. And then I think there should be someone from Swintack Levine here. There's a conditional dismissal that's supposed to be entered today.
Yes, Your Honor. It's Corey Grand Mason with Swistack Levine.
Let's see, I know I saw it here earlier. On the record in the matter of Boulevard West versus Breen, 24-05877. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Yes, Your Honor. Corey Grand Mason, P 64392. I'm with the law office of Swistack Levine, and we represent Boulevard West.
Okay, today was the date that was set for a hearing for non-payment of rent. And my understanding is that the parties have entered a consent order for conditional dismissal only on base. Won't let me open it right now. Do you have the terms to put on the record, counsel?
Yes, I do. The rent to retain possession was $9,077.95. Costs of $182.09 for a total of $9,260.04. That is for rent through the end of November. We are asking for that to be paid by November the 19th of this year. And also that payment of that amount does not affect the status of the tenancy of Mr. Brem or the party status regarding tenancy. And the reason why that's there, Your Honor, is that there is a pending termination of tenancy for a lease expiring that's going to also be before the court later next week. And we don't want to run any park forest problems in the event that Mr. Brem pays.
Mr. Brem, is what the counsel said accurate as to how you want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you understand that you have the right, sir, to be represented by an attorney?
Yep.
that a yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to waive your right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you also have the right to proceed to trial. You could have had a jury trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to give up your right to a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're agreeing to pay past due rent in the amount of $9,077.95 plus court costs, $182.09, for a total amount due $9,260.04 for that. That's the rent due through a period of November 30th, and that you'll pay that or vacate by November 19th. It says payment of the amount does not affect the tenancy status of the defendant in any manner. This includes the expiration of a lease as alleged in case 24-06562 LT that's set for hearing November 13th, 2024. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have 3 business days from today's date. If once you leave here, you realize you misunderstood any of the rights that were stated here on the record, you do have the right to return to the court and request to have this set aside and explain how you misunderstood your rights, okay?
Okay.
Lastly, you did give Mr. Graham Mason permission to put your signature on the document, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to sign that for today and you're all set.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Final simultaneous
Let's have a non-payment,
termination and.
termination. I don't even know where that is. Or who it's for. In the matter of Skyline versus Robinson. Okay, and so there's been an agreement. You can place the terms on the condition on the record.
Yes, good afternoon. Ron Bach here for plaintiff Skyline Apartments. We've agreed at this time there's $2,250 in past due rent owing due through the end of 11/30/24, with $218.47 in court costs for a total amount to retain $2,468.47. This is going to be paid pursuant to the terms in item 3. Item 3 says defendant agrees to continue to work with DHHS to secure funds to cover the current arrears, and plaintiff agrees to continue to work with DHHS so the funds can be released to them. In addition to the rent subsidy from MSHDA, defendant's going to pay $1,000 per month starting 12/6/24 until the balance is current and zero, including future rent. Kind of ran out of space here, so I shortened it up. But we presume to still get them current in about 90 days.
You have it in
That
writing?
approach?
Yes. And that's how your clients want to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, you both sign this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand your right in this matter to proceed to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to give up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, understand that you're entering agreement for this to be dismissed today upon the condition that you pay past due rent $2,250 plus court costs $218.47. That's for rent due through a period of November 30th. And that you'll pay that or vacate by I'm sorry, that's a grand total $2,468 that you'll pay that. In addition, it says that the defendant continues to work with the Department of Health and Human Services to secure the funds to cover the arrearages. Plaintiff agrees to continue to work with DHHS so funds can be released to them. In addition to the rent subsidy from Mishta. Defendant shall pay $1,000 per month starting December 6th until the balance is current and zero, including future rent. Are they gonna pay $1,000 on the 6th and what, are they gonna pay the 6th of every month or?
Yes. That was the
Okay.
intention.
Okay, unless,
And if it falls on a weekend.
and unless MDHS or somebody secures funds.
Yeah, if it gets paid sooner,
Okay,
then that's
sounds-
fine, but at a minimum, they're gonna pay that.
Okay, sounds good. So that's your understanding of how you're gonna move forward.
Yes, ma'am.
So if partial performance of this agreement won't satisfy it, you need to follow completely as you said you would in section 3. Otherwise, they can request judgment to enter against you without notifying you of any other court dates. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any questions for the court? You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll bring back.
Thank you for your time this afternoon, Judge.
Thank you.
Had any sticky,
No sticky what?
no sticky ones.